Welcome back to Daily Defi. Today is July 1st of 2021. Starting off with Enzyme, Numeraire, Maker, Quartz. Interesting articles here with Myanmar and North Korea, Kim Jong-un, along with tZero. So they're essentially trying to tokenize around $18 million of stock for the Robinhood of real estate investing. So that's quite interesting. Around $18 million worth of New York City exchanges common shares will be tokenized and supported in the secondary trading on tZero security token trading platform. Next, this article on Jack Dorsey, quite interesting. Obviously, CEO of Twitter, bashing Ethereum while using it. Interesting as far as that goes. But let's kick things off here with DeFi Pulse and juicy NFTs. So total value locked in decentralized finance sits at $54.36 billion. Aave dominance is at 15.76%, and DeFi Pulse Index is up on the daily about 7% at 272. So very important to see that kind of nice little W action we saw there. Aave, Curve, Maker, Instadap, all up there. Compound was really falling behind, even fell past Instadap. At one point in time, Compound was in that number one spot. I also wanted to mention this. The other day, Fuwosha sold a ton of art, and I think that really kicked up this non-fungible token market. He sold around some crazy number of arts. If you don't know, he's like this trans artist that started out selling NFTs. It's pretty crazy. So right around $5 million. I think it's awesome what he's doing. So CryptoPunk, Sandbox Lands, and ENS, we've been seeing those really dominate the space over the past couple of days. Moving on to this article from Decrypt. So Jack Dorsey, Bitcoin maximalist, kind of bashed Ethereum. But hey, I think with there's always two sides of a coin. Here we go. So I've talked shit about back. So hamster coin greater than that. He basically is saying Jack being a maxi in the past, but I think ever since following at Udi and at Jebus, he's looking into it more. The only matter of time until he buys ETH, and then he says no. Okay, so interesting kind of take on the market there. At the end of the day, it's whatever. Like it really doesn't matter. One person's opinion on Ethereum or what it's doing for the world, that really does not matter as much as overall its network effect and overall what it's doing. I like to look at Metcalfe's law when it comes to Ethereum, but I don't think Ethereum is the end-all be-all. I think you have to look at all these different blockchain platforms like Avalanche, like Polkadot, like Cardano, everything out there. It's not just Ethereum and it's not just Bitcoin, right? That's the main thing at the end of the day. So this article, tZero tokenizes $18 million of stock, basically to be the Robinhood of real estate investing. So this is very, very interesting. tZero, an alternative trading system for security tokens, has announced partnership with the real estate crowdfunding company NYCE Group. Also, I apologize if I got the what do you call that acronym wrong. If it was not New York City Exchange Group, it probably isn't. To tokenize $18 million worth of the firm's shares, NYCE stock will be tZero's first new listing since the launch in its ASPN pairing in August of 2020, representing fractionalized ownership in a Colorado ski resort. Wow, that's really interesting. So announced on June 30th, it will support secondary trades of this tokenized common shares once the real estate company has completed its upcoming Regulation A+ offer subject to regulatory approval. So in the past, I've talked about tokenized real estate. This is more taking it from a stock perspective. So essentially, you're owning a share in the company, which is tokenized. You're putting it on the blockchain, using what tZero is doing. So you have to understand that there is always risk with this. You have to do your own research into what tZero is actually doing. And then lastly here, as far as the articles go, Myanmar has freed more than 2,000 detainees. Critics say that the move, which was made under the pressure of Western countries, serves to distract the ruling regime's continued crackdowns. Yeah, so what's going on in Myanmar is not good. I probably should do a deep dive video on this. And speaking of not good, Kim Jong-un hinted at a coronavirus, basically North Korea, which is a massive issue, right? Because if there is problems going on there, essentially the only way that would get out to the public is if he announced it. So here on the top DeFi tokens by market cap, we're seeing lots of green today. Obviously, some are just barely down, like Rune is down a little bit. But overall, great. Moving on here to Maker, ticker symbol MKR, right around $2,820, up about 21% on the daily. Market cap is right around, $2.8 billion. So that's good to see. Daily volume's quite high. So $200 million transacted on the 24-hour time frame, up about 55%. We've retraced back from those highs of $6,000 back down to these levels where I think we're close to 2,000. So about a 3x gain if you were to able to kind of buy that dip. But hey, we could retrace a bit further. The price that I would be looking at is right around that $1,500 mark for further retracement Numeraire, NMR, ranked number 158, right around $34, up about 21% on the daily. Market cap is $171 million. Volume is quite high as well. It's always interesting to look at volume, right? So in relation to market cap, this volume is ridiculously high, right? Because especially if you compare it to this, obviously in a vacuum it's a bit different, but what you need to multiply, like this is 50% of the market cap. This is like less than 10%, right? Because if the market cap was just $2 billion, this would be 10%. So you have to understand that significantly. The volume is very important. I talk about this in the global TA course, the global technical analysis. But we can see here, Numeraire has retraced back from those highs. Where were we at? I think the all-time high, let's see. Yeah, $99 was the all-time high. Now we retraced back down to $34. So another interesting opportunity there. And Enzyme MLN, ranked number 180, $76 on the daily, up about right around 13%. Market cap is $137 million. So potentially interesting opportunity with Enzyme here. What they're doing fundamentally is great. I've talked about them in the past, but you can see here in 2018 is really when they went ballistic. We haven't really had that the proper retest off of these highs up here with Enzyme, and I know they renamed the project. It used to be called just like Melon or something like that, but now it's just Enzyme. So yeah, that's basically all. I mean, as far as the top DeFi tokens, these are all doing pretty well on the daily. That's pretty much all for this one. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe button, all, invest global. Until next time.